Good morning. Good morning. Welcome to 4 by 8 Paper Stuff. This is Beth. We are doing December Daily, day 2, my way. Oh, which requires coffee this morning. Okay, so first I'm going to start off with Creative Creations, her challenge, and it is a Santa. And not so much good at that. And I'm just doing him in my Hobonichi. And yes, I'm doing the Hobonichi challenge. But I'm not doing it in my Hobonichi. I'm doing it in the continuation of Mrs. Claus's uh, December Daily 2018 junk journal. Because I had room at the end, not room at the inn, INN. I have room at the end, END. Oh, I cracked myself up. Okay. Um, not so great. Better than the first year I tried to do this, but not so great. And I have a little bit of room left on this page because I had already took a junk mail envelope and stuck it in there and already wrote art because today is art day this afternoon. But you go with what you got, and this is what I got, and I'm going with my skills because that's what I got. So anyhow, I'm gonna fast forward a little bit because mm, I'm not. You can't learn any technique from me at this point. I admit 3 challenges might be a little bit too much, especially if I'm going to be on the road or in a new studio slash craft room. I really don't call it a studio, I call it a craft room. I'm trying to make mine look as much like hers as I can. Um, and I'm also working on the Hobonichi challenge, which is frozen. Yeah, my hair is not wet, it has conditioner in it. So, this is the back end of my December Daily 2018 from Mrs. Claus. Now, I did not realize I was off camera as much as I'm off camera, but I'm just taking that little blue piece of paper and making an old fashioned cutout frozen snowflake and gluing it in. And I will have still pictures of all of this on my Instagram, theoretically, if I remember to do them. My head is in the way. My hair might be a little bit wet still, but it's mostly conditioner. And then I'll brush it out. So my Santa Claus, his hat was gonna be chopped off. I need to figure out why my phone is, because my head keeps getting in the way, right? Yep, yep. Curti, I hear ya. Um, so it kind of looks like a teddy bear. I don't know. I'm going with it. Um, I'm going with it. And oh, by the way, I'm gonna go with it. So, and then I had a little bit of the white splatter paint left, so I decided to paint that envelope white and red, which it turns out red on top of yellow more than anything. Okay, so really what we're here for, December Daily. Now, Ali Edwards has like a tip-in on a page protector and a pocket page, and I'm kind of wanting to do that, but I haven't printed any pictures yet, and I don't have any pictures, and I didn't go to Target yesterday like she did with her family and took the back end of all of them. So I'm rearranging the pocket protector that I had here. And I was like, I'm going to use that little 4x6 and figure out how to use that. It's got 2 pockets. And in doing so I'm thinking, okay, I'm going to continue with embrace the change and the changes that are happening this year, this holiday season for me, for my family, for us, which include a mishmash of a whole lot of stuff. So I was like, well, what if I could find like a house? So I found a house and I found a map. I'm like, okay, that'll work. So then I need to change my page protector because it's not going to fit in there. And then I want to keep that little thingy that was like paperwork inside the pocket of the Happy Planner or whatever thing that I bought on trial number 1 for this album, because I can paint it and I can do something with it, right? Right? So that's not going to work. Okay, here's where I changed my page protector, and it has a 4x6 and two by threes, which is perfect, and that's me excited because we are having changes and we're going to have Christmas, we think, at the beach. Um, you'll be the first to know. You'll be the second to know. You'll be the third to know. My husband will tell me because he's the contact, and the realtor will tell him, and probably my family will be the second, and then you'll be the third. So I'm figuring out how I can add scrapbook paper that I've had for 100 years in this pocket once I get it trimmed correctly. And that's going to be a backdrop of the map. And it's a map of the North Pole, but I'm going to pretend it's a map of the beach house area. And I'm going to just see how this works. I'm going to tack it in there with some tape. And, because I kind of like I'm like Allie Edwards. I love the idea of things floating. So I wanted to do the greenhouse there, but then I thought, and I wanted to float that too, but I thought that was too much floating. And on the other side, you have to be careful of how things look on the other side because things are transparent. So I went with the red paper that I used on the 4x6 and used that on that 2x3 and then glued the house in the middle. And I like this. I went through her word phrases from the story kit that I got this time, and I found one that says, what does it say? Embark on new beginnings, or time for a fresh start. Time for a fresh start. And that was perfect. Now, sometimes she puts these kind of things on the outside. I just stuck it all on the inside, and I'm calling it done. I like that. Then I decided, oh yeah, these paper protectors have the wrong hole alignment, so I'm fixing all that. And then I thought I need to put something on the left-hand side of the map area, and what to do. So I went and ate an orange. Well, I think. When you think, do you eat oranges? So I'm trying to rearrange everything and get the first couple pages the way I want them aligned. And then I went through a magazine while the dog was going to the bathroom. And this is what my Christmas tree might look like at the beach. Yellow, pink, silver, and focus on pineapples, because that's southern sign of hospitality. And theoretically, we will host my sister. Hopefully, she can come here if her cat behaves, and come to the beach. So I decided to put that on the back of the Santa gift box, and that's going to mess with my color scheme on the opposite page. If you notice anything, I have a major issue. I discovered after I punched my holes, my tree is upside down. Oh my gosh. I can't believe I was able to rip this thing off without ripping the paper, but I did. And I'm kind of holding my breath and calming down. I don't care what it looks like on the other side. I just need to get it on this side, the correct direction, right? Right. And then I punched the holes on the wrong side. It's a mishmash of me making mistakes. And I think I finally corrected. So the color combination of the opposite page looks awful, at least the red part. The other part might work, but it looks awful with the red. So I'm trying to figure out how I can make this work. So why not try to paint a pineapple on this side? And this may get moved. Full disclosure. This is not anything special, and this is just regular copy paper, so it's going to be kind of bumpy and lumpy, which is okay with me. I should have done it on Tomoe River paper. So I'm just doing a very childlike version of a pineapple. And I add pink to the background. So I'm adding some little prickly things, whatever you call them on a pineapple, I'm not sure. And adding some highlights or shadows or stems or whatever a watercolor artist would call these. So it needs a little bit more work, and I'm adding more green, and yeah, like I said, this might all get changed. Then I decided it needs the pink background to kind of make it work with the page over on the other side, on the left-hand side. I don't know. So I'm going to go around it with my black pen, just trying to make it look like a sketchbook type of pineapple. And this is just the look I like. And I need to trim off some of the pink because I'm going to replace it on the side. And it doesn't fit in the pocket. Problem number 27. This is me trying to have my December daily look different from everybody else. And in the end, I don't like it. Should have probably just taken out that red paper, and that might be what happened. So I had those little scraps. So let's cover up the little writing from the magazine about the little tree and where you can get the ornaments. And this magazine picture was from a magazine last year. And see, it was meant to be. I kept the magazine from last year, like I would have even thrown it away anyhow. And now I might have a tree that looks just like this. Who knows? Who knows? We do have white seahorses and a pink tiny little tree that I'll put like maybe on a centerpiece or something, a little pink wire tree. I don't like pink and green for Christmas, but it's appropriate for the beach, and that's okay. So I said, let's have a beachy Christmas right here. And barely get it in there because I forgot to poke the hole, but I made it work. Yep, this is me wanting my December daily to look different. It looks different, all right. It's a little weird. So far, we're off to a booming start. I might keep it just because, you know. So I'm rearranging a couple things to make it work right. Santa Claus is no longer my title. He's the wine bag is. And I like it. Thanks for watching. I'll see you all tomorrow.